Hello there. Welcome back to Grade 10 Business Studies. This video, we want to look at a question paper of March 2023. And this is a paper that is an essay question, which is on business environments, that is micro and market environment. We culture is key for every business. Environment is essential for businesses. Competition is an art. So I believe that we are given the requirements of the question, whereby it is keeping in mind that the above following aspects. So we are given different points there, where the first point is outline the importance of a business organizational structure, then elaborate on the meaning of market environment, discuss four components of market environment, and lastly, suggest the reasons why competition poses a challenge um, to businesses. So basically, this is what we have. But this is a question. Remember, you are supposed to start with your introduction, of which introduction. That's where you can just look for any terms that we have in the question that you can try to define or describe. So given the information that we have, you can go on and try to define exactly what do we mean by organizational. We have an organizational culture here. You can try to describe it in your introduction. So basically, obviously, after the introduction, you are supposed to go to your main body, and then after you have finish with your main body, you now conclude with your conclusion. So basically, our organizational culture can be defined as a set of values, beliefs, attitude, systems, and rules that outline and influence employee behavior within an organization. So basically, that's what we mean by organizational culture. So that is how you can come up with your introduction. And remember, not to include part of the question in the introduction, and not to include what we are going to write in the main body in the introduction. So those are some of the key points to note when you are coming up with your introduction. So after that, now you go to your main body. So in your main body, remember, we can start with we start with your first point that we have, which says outline the importance of business, also of business organizational culture. So obviously, you know that organizational culture, as we have defined it, is a set of values and beliefs and attitudes, be it systems and rules that outline and influence employee behavior. So obviously, when we have a set organizational culture, we are going to notice some benefits that we can deduce from that, as we can also enhance the employees' loyalty by abiding by our organizational culture. So basically, that's what we have. So on the other section, we have various points outlining the importances that we have. So we can just try to see according to other sections. So here on this section, we have the importance or purpose of an organizational culture, whereby we have got various points there. We try to go through the first is internal and external identity and core values. So obviously, when I have in the organizational culture, we are saying it gives a true identity of how our organization looks like. So basically, that's what we have on the first point. The second point, a strong business culture is the power to turn employees into ambassadors of the business. So basically, again, it can give the grounds to turn our employees into ambassadors of the business. And also, next point says it helps business to retain its employees and clients. And next point, it breaks down team guides and guides decision making and also improves our productivity. So these are the points that we have to include under importance of importance of the purpose of an organizational culture. So business culture, and that is followed by employees may give a business a competitive advantage over competitors. So basically, obviously, by abiding by our organizational structure, it gives our organization the competitive advantage over our competitors. Remember, when all the workers or employees are abiding by their organizational culture, obviously they are going to have cooperation in their activities, and obviously it's going to give an upper in terms of performance of the business. So basically, that's what we have on importance or purpose of an organizational culture. So we go to the second point, whereby please elaborate on the meaning of market environment. So obviously, we need to actually define what exactly do we mean by market environment. But the market environment includes every element that may affect the business ability to connect with its customers. So that's what we have in terms of market environment. And it includes internal elements such as resources, also equipment, and the company's corporate structure. So you see that it can also include external components like existing customers, delivery platform, and also top competitors can also be part of the market environment. So basically, that's the explanation that we have in terms of market environment. So at the end of the day, you'd see that these are factors that fall within the control of the business and impact a market operation. So we have to take note of that. So going to the explanation that we have according to this video, we can just go through our answer section and see the meaning of the market environment that we have there, whereby we've got place point saying the market environment refers to the immediate external component that directly affect the ability of the business to operate. For the business to be successful, it must be able to influence the components of this environment. So that's the first point that we have. Second point, the market environment is also a business environment. And then go to next one, it includes customers who drive sales in the business. And next point, our business do not have, remember, the statement is saying the business do not have direct control, which means there is a limited control that is there to the market environment by the business. So basically, that's what we have. Then last point, it is our components. So on the component part, we have it on the last part. Then that's what we have on the meaning of our market environment. Then we can try to move off our market environment. So the question is only asking for 4 components. Let's take note of that. But we have various components that we have of market environment. We can have our consumers, our suppliers, our competitors, our regulators, our unions, intermediaries, and also a non-governmental organization also are that becomes also the component of market environment. So our question only requires 4, so we can just pick 4 from the ones that we've just mentioned and try to discuss them. So we go to other section and try to see the components that we have. We are starting with consumers. So consumers, basically, they are the buyers of those final goods or services. So first point to say consumers or buyers are the final users of the product or service. And the second point, a consumer who buys product or service from a producer. So basically, that's what we have. So basically, that's what we have in terms of our consumers. Then we go to the next part of components, whereby we have also competitors. Competitors are the businesses that are selling similar products like the ones that we are selling. So obviously, our first now explanation is saying competitors refers to the business that are selling a similar product to the same target to keep a close watch on their own competitors in order to succeed in the business. And then lastly, marketing and advertising can help draw customers by offering discounts. So obviously, whenever there's competition, you have to win the customers. So the last point is just trying to illustrate that by offering discounts, you can win your customers. So you can win your competitors. So this is what we have on the last point. Then our next point, we've got regulators. We have regulators, but we know that regulators are in particular, they make laws, and also regulators is described as a body. A regulator is a body that supervises a particular industry or a business activity. So that's a regulator. So regulators now, within the context of being a component of the market environment, we have the descriptions under that, whereby the first point is regulators bear responsible for making laws that are going to be binding the business operations. And then next, the laws are put in place to ensure that everyone is free and fair trade. And then last point, the government is also known as a regulator, as it makes also laws. So that is this one, last explanation that we have in terms of a regulator. Then you can go to the next component where we have intermediaries, whereby you're saying when you're talking about our intermediaries, we are talking about the link that exists. It might be between the business and the customers. So let's try to see about the explanation that we have there. Intermediaries are also known as the link between the business environments, namely micro and markets. So they act as the link. That's the essence behind that. The act as a link, and then intermediaries often make it easier for consumers to access the goods, transport and telecommunication businesses. So that's what we have on intermediaries. Then we also have non-governmental organization. So on non-governmental organization, you see that they seek to improve social and political problems locally or nationally or internationally. So explanation that we have says non-governmental organizations refers to community-based organizations that are helping to address some of the socio-economic issues affecting businesses. And the next point, it forms part of market environment because they supply consumer goods and services. And then last sphere of the community, such as poverty or crime. So that's what we have on a non-governmental organization. Then we go to the last part of our question. If we go back to our question, you'd see that the last part says suggest the reasons why competition poses a challenge to businesses. So you'll see that competition in businesses is when businesses try to outdo each other. That's when we say there is a competition. So why is it a challenge to businesses? And remember, when there's competition, the business has to engage in marketing strategies whereby they have to advertise their products so that they can win customers. So in that process, they are going to incur some costs in terms of marketing costs, which are also going to be to have a negative effect in terms of the profits that they're going to make. So that becomes a challenge in terms of reduction in profits. So basically, that's what we have in terms of one of the challenges that can be faced from competition. So we have some of the points are being mentioned here, whereby the first point says competitors may produce substitute goods or services that may result in decrease in demand of the product or service business offers. Obviously, the products that are being produced by our competitors might outcompete our products, and in such a way, it's going to cause a negative effect to the demand of our products. So basically, that becomes a challenge. Then we go to the next one. Competitors may take a larger share of the target market, resulting in over products at cheaper price may force businesses to sell at a loss. So this is also a challenge. Those are, as competitors charge lower price than the ones that we are charging. Obviously, the customers are going to switch and go to where prices are lower. And we might also react and follow suit and reduce ours, but it will be leading us to incur some losses, which is a disadvantage to us as a business. So it becomes a challenge. So next, our businesses spend a lot of money on advertising, which takes away our business profit. So this is the point that we have just illustrated. Some employees may leave the business to work for competitors, which may result in business information known by competitors. So obviously, and the secret behind our success might leak up from our business and go to competitors if the employees that we have had for a long time are attracted to go and wake up for our competitors. So basically, that's what we have. And we have other reasons that we have mentioned there that we can also include. So this becomes the last part of our question. And obviously, on the last part, you are supposed to conclude, whereby on the conclusion part, you can come up with a value judgment, or you can come up with a recommendation depending on the question that you are looking at. So that's what we have in terms of our essay. So please, let's not forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's not forget to share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 business studies. More typical examination questions will be uploaded on this channel. So let's get notified. Let's turn on the notification button so that when there are new uploads, we get notified. We'll meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.